okay, this is not working. All right. Hey guys, today we're going to work on page 10, and today what I want to use is this index card, and I'm going to take the side that has the writing space on it, and I'm going to cover that with some scrapbook paper. Just a scrapbook paper that I like, just to give it something pretty on the back side. You can journal on it or put a picture or something later on, but I just didn't want lines. You can leave the lines if you want to and just make it a place for journaling, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put some paper down. So I'm just going to glue my scrapbook paper down here. You can hear the dogs tippy-tapping around. Allie's exploring. She doesn't spend a lot of time in here. Oscar has spent his whole life glued to me, so he's perfectly content here. She likes to be wherever, just all over the place. I mean, since I said her name, she's right here. I don't know if you can see her. You can't. There you can you see her little nose? They can see your nose. Put your paw up here so they can see your paw. Here, come here. Oh. Here, say hello. Oops, look up here. Look, right here. Alice. Oh, okay, this is not working. All right, enough of that. Back to work. I guess I should film them a little bit for you guys to see if you want, but that wasn't a good idea. Okay, so I've got my index card glued to the scrapbook paper. Now I'm going to trim my paper away from my card. Okay, I've trimmed 3 edges off. Actually, I ripped them and I left this little piece that was shorter. When I put it on here, it was like this. And I'm just going to fold it over to the back and glue that down. So it has a little border there already. It may get seen, it may not. I don't really know until I do something with the card, but I kind of liked it there for the time being, so that's what we're doing. Just folding it over. I'm going to let it be there. Okay, so this side's finished. That's all I'm going to do today, really. And we're going to turn it over and work on this side. All right, what I'm going to do now is take my gesso. You can use white paint. And I'm just going to put a little thin coat on my index card here. And I'm going to add in another color in a second. I don't know what color yet, haven't decided. But there will be another color added. This is Victorian Green by Apple Barrel. Let's try that. And then let's bring in the Spa Blue that we all love. Just going to smear it across the top. I'm not cleaning my brush in between. And then I'm going to drag it down into the green. And whatever's left on my brush gets left in the green. Alright, this is not really dry, but I have this little piece of stamped tissue paper. Actually, it's deli paper. It's stamped deli paper. And I want to put that on here, kind of in the center. So I'm going to glue that down. Alright, now I have a stencil. And this is a Crafter's Workshop. And it is called Mini Basic Hearts. It just has hearts on it. And I'm going to take a makeup sponge and some white paint or white gesso, whichever one you prefer to use. I usually use gesso just because it's sitting here. And I like the consistency of it. And I'm going to put my hearts down here, the stencil. And I'm just going to stencil on top of everything. Allie wants out of the room. She heard my husband go downstairs, so she wants to go downstairs too. I'm going to add some more. No, we're going to let this dry, and then I might come back and offset it and add some more. So we're going to let this dry, and then I'll come back. Alrighty, I let this dry while I went and had some what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. It's a coffee, but it has no creamer and sugar in it. It's a very interesting coffee. I found a recipe on someone's channel on Instagram. I try to eliminate as much dairy as possible, and I feel so much better for doing that. And I try to eliminate sugar, although I love my sweets, so I'm not as perfect there. But anyway, this coffee is made with a banana and dates and almond milk, and it's really good. So, I know. All right, that was a little side note. Somebody said they like to hear me talk about life and things, and that's a little bit of life right there. Take it for what you will. Okay, I have abandoned the other stencil, and I've moved over to this plaid folk art stencil. And I don't have a name for it, but there's a number. It's 30604. It is another one of my very favorite stencils. I decided that I didn't want any more hearts on here. The hearts were too big. I don't love that, but I want to add some of this stencil on. I'm changing colors to this color here, which is not that it really matters. Use what you like. It's dark turquoise by Deco Art. I don't want it really dark though. So I'm going to try to get as much off my sponge as possible before I actually put it down on my card, because I don't want it as dark as what this is. I want it very pale, and let's just hope for the best. So I might have to go in here with a little bit of white, and my sponge is kind of damp because I washed it while I was downstairs, and so it's not going to, it's going to water it down just a shade. But it's not real wet, so just very, very lightly damp. So I think this is going to be exactly what I want. Oh yeah. All right, I like that. So I'm going to do one more thing on here. I think I'm going to use the same stencil. I'm going to grab another color and just add a little more on here and offset the stencil some. Maybe like this, and put that on there. So let me pick a color. Okay, I'm gonna go with Mint Julep Green by Americana, and let's see if we like it. If we don't like it, we'll just start over. Gonna make it darker on the left side and go a little bit lighter toward the center. Just because that's just what I'm feeling. No other rhyme or reason. Oh, that's just lovely. I love it. Love it, love it. Alrighty. So now I'm going to add something. We'll figure that out in just a second. I was digging through my painty paper box looking for what I wanted, because originally I thought I would use this heart and I just don't feel it. So it's going back in the pile again. But I was looking through and pulling out some painty papers that would suit my need, and I like this area here. I might use that because I think I want to use it for stems. You didn't think we'd get away with this project with not having some flowers, right? I mean, I know it's a heart book, but really. Okay, so I was going to make a heart flower, but that ain't happening because I found something really special that I want to use. So, and I found this I really like, so I pulled that out. And then I've got a few other pieces here, but I found the jackpot. Oh, this just spoke to my heart, so I pulled this out. Could have saved myself all this trouble and just used this, but I didn't know about it because it was stuck in my box. I love this area. Now, if I could turn this into a heart, that'd be perfect. And I could, but I really love the shape of it the way it is. So I'm going to cut this out. It's on an index card, and I call them my starter cards. And you guys know that I'm always harping about using your extra paint on cards and on tags and on paper and things like that. So you have all this cool stuff to play with when you're ready. And this is the result. I'm using this, if it works. Let's hope it works. So, I just love that. I just love it. Okay, so I don't know if I want to risk changing this into a heart shape. So we might leave this the way it is and then bring our heart in down here, make our leaves the heart. How about that? Because I love this so much. And it could actually pass as a heart in here, a funky heart. So we're gonna say it is. I mean, you can make it anything you want, and this is what I want, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so then I want to pull out my little stems and see if one of these works for me. And actually, this down here might work. We'll pull this out. And let's see. Yeah, I like that. So I need to cut this out as best I can. I'm not going to get it perfect because, you know, I don't do fussy cutting. So I'm going to trim this out as best I can, and then I'll be back. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get. Let's test it out and see what we think. I'll put it down here. The stem kind of goes that way. My flower, I don't want it to go that way because of the hole, so it's going to go back this way. So I think that's really cute. I love it. If I can bring this over here. There. I like that. So I'm going to glue this down, and then I'll be right back and we'll do more. I just love this. I just love this. Oh my goodness. Just absolutely love it. Alrighty. I have this fail jelly print circle that I did, and I'm going to use that for the leaves, and I want to cut the circle out so that I know the area I need to work in, because I'm going to turn it over and sketch out a couple of hearts, and I don't want that in my way. Okay, I'm going to cut these out, and then we'll see if we need to make them smaller or bigger. So let me do that, and then I'll come back. Alright, I've got my little hearts cut out, and I put them down, and I said, nay, nay, I don't like it. I don't know what it is about them I don't like. I think it's the color. I don't like it. So then I took what was left of this here, and I cut 2 more out, and I put those down, and I liked it better, but it wasn't right. So then I took these, and I cut them down even smaller, the same ones I cut out originally, and I layered them on top, and I like it. So I'm going to glue that down. Okay, I want a little something at the bottom here to kind of ground my flower, and I thought I would use one of these little streaks of green. So I'm going to go for this one here. I'm just going to cut it out and see if I like it across the bottom. I do, so I'm going to glue that down. It kind of covers the little bottom piece of this, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. So just trim your edges. It's one of my favorite things to do is work with my painty papers. Okay, so I have one more thing I want to do. Well, more than one thing, but I want to add this on here. And I don't know if I want to add it on before or after I do some pencil work. I think before. So let's see how this looks. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Okay, remember those 2 hearts that we didn't use from yesterday's project? We made 3 hearts, and I only used 1. I took these 2 and I put them together, and I folded them in half, and I cut 2 more little hearts out, and I'm going to glue those right on top of my leaves. I just like it. That's what we're doing. It kind of brings some black down further from here down to here, and then this is dark, so I don't know, it just seemed to appeal to me. Okay, I like that. All right, now what? Time to bring in the pencil. Just do a little tracing around, a little scribbling. I think that's all I want to do. Pretty sure. Except, this is going to be the back page, because this is how it's going to go in the book. Can't do it this way. Got to do it this way. And so this is a blank page facing up, in the book. I don't like that. So we're going to do this page today. Even though this is what I intended to do, we're going to do this too. And I'm just going to speed it up. I'm not going to talk through it. And that way I can get it done faster. And we're just going to go ahead and do something to this side. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. This is page number 10, I think. So I'll see you for the next video, which will be page number 11. And if I'm wrong, I'll just bleep out my voice and put in a number. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you and all your comments. And as soon as I get a chance to catch up on answering them, I will. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for being here. As I said, love that side. Love it. Bye.